Hi, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA, an Orlando, Orange County-based Social Security disability law firm. Very simply put, I'm getting tired now. You can tell I'm a little. All right, let's go through this. Question number 12 is the repetition trick question. Judges will almost never ask you if you can do a physical task repetitively over an 8-hour workday. They won't do it because if you give them the answer, it's going to screw up their hypothetical. That's why you need to tell them how you can only do it so many times an hour or only once or twice so many hours. How many times can you climb a staircase? Only once every 3 hours due to the pain. How many times can you pick up a gallon of milk? Only once every hour. How many times can blah, 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 blah. Make sure you specify how many times and your repetition, because if you don't go into that, then the judge will just make up, oh, it's occasional, oh, it's, you know, blah, blah, blah. And there's another thing too I need you to understand. When they're doing the hypothetical questions, right, the words that we use have mathematical metric-based meaning. 0 to 1/3 of the time of workday, 1/3 to 2/3 of the time of workday, 2/3 to the entire time of the workday. There are mathematical reasons too, specifically, okay? Where are you going? You want to get down? What's wrong? What's wrong? You so sleepy? You going to talk into the mic? You want to give a little monster roar? So there's some math there as to how much per day you can do it. And we're trying to figure out, could you do this repetitively? Now I am. There you go, bite the tail. I just gave you advantage. Oh goodness. Got a flea. Yeah, that's one of the things about living on an island. The dogs and all the wildlife and all the yada yada. Doesn't matter what medication you give them, they'll still get something. So let's talk about that real quick when it comes to this whole repetition thing. Judges do not like to know exactly how often per 8-hour period you can do something, because you've just given them some subjective testimony that usually is unchallenged. And when you tell them this, it throws off their hypothetical question. Now they've got to alter it and modify it and yada yada, so that they don't have to, but they should modify it based upon your statement. Which is why it's important to go ahead and say, hey, look, I can only do this so many times a day. I can only walk 40 feet so many times a day. I know you're sleepy. Oh, God. I can only do this or that so many times a day. And what we mean by that is that when they go to give their hypothetical reasoning to the vocational expert as the things you can do when you're seeking your vocational allowance, you can't work, ergo you get a check for disability benefits. What they're getting at is, if you say I can't do this for more than, a quarter of the day, that just made you work preclusive. There's no work in the national economy that you could do, ergo you're in line for the potential of getting a check. So if they say, can you lift a gallon of milk? You say how many times you could in a day if you could. Okay? Don't just say yes or no. So that's the trick question there. You lose points if you don't go into detail. Alrighty guys, it is getting late, so I'm going to go on to the next question. The next question is number 13. That's a good question too. My name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. If you'd like the most up-to-date information, a custom video made about a particular topic, or just a general question about something, go ahead and text me, call me, or shoot me an email. We'll go from there. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.